to Pie Square, and they tried it. And the other day I was in Whole Foods, and I talked to the guy at the bakery, and I said, would you like this nice vegan recipe? And he said, sure, what do you want for it? I said, nothing, I just want you to tell me how it goes. So he emailed me that they've got somebody going to be making the recipe, so I just thought that was pretty exciting stuff.
Did you make up the recipe?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I was practicing it all the time. So, but yeah, that was just exciting news I wanted to hear.
Did I hear right that X's and O's closed down? I never had to get there.
Oh, really?
Give her 50 days notice or like a week's notice, she will still bake cakes.
Oh, good.
Miss a small container for French fries. Just a small container.
And where's Pie Squared, or where's
Pie
that?
Square is in April Park, right near Church of the Country.
Yeah. You gotta go there, Joe.
They actually make a square pie.
Oh, cool, really?
Yeah, that's kind of
Okay,
the
and it's a
nuance of the
vegan,
place.
it's a vegan pie?
I know they do gluten-free and sugar-free. I'm not sure if they do vegan.
What'd you say?
I want to show you the receipt, and then I'll go cash out for it.
She wanted you to see how much it was.
I'll be right back with your change.
Thank you, Glendora.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you, Glendora.
Since we're on the topic,
Why don't we leave the tip?
has anyone been to the vegan
No, the tip's away. Can we do that? Yes, we are. Oh, arm wrestling.
Okay, folks. Lou, did you want to address the assembly?
Okay, in relation to what?
Anything? You have anything you want to say to us?
Let's see. From what I understand, the Catskill Animal Sanctuary, their October 14th shindig was called off because of the excessive rain. So that's the email I got today.
They know it's going to rain in October
Well,
14th?
Well,
sure
they're talking about prolonged rain over a certain period of time, and they're afraid that the grounds might be too wet for the vendors to set up, their tables, the band, and then the exhibitors. She was saying that the grounds just probably would be too wet.
So they're not going to do it at all?
Right. This is on the.
That's a huge fundraiser.
Tony has an announcement.
Tony.
November 4th over in Hudson Valley, they're showing a movie called Sonic the Hits, and it's about dog fighting, and especially within this area. That's free. I can give more information about that in the next meeting. Also, too, that organization in December, the first week of December, is doing a fundraiser bus trip down to New York City, which is only $40. So,
I thank you. Gwendolyn?
Glendora.
Glendora.
Yes.
That's nice. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You did a great job.
Is anybody besides me here on Facebook?
Yes.
Would you friend me? And the reason I ask, not just because I, like Facebook and I enjoy being friends with people, but I'm trying to do sharing posts for a couple different dog groups in the area that pull dogs from or try to get people to pull dogs from high kill shelters, and mostly from New York City ACC, which seems to have turned into a death hole for pit bulls, and I would like to be able to send that to people that are like-minded. And all you have to do is share it. You don't have to do anything about it, just forward the share.
Yep.
So look for Maddie Chapin and friend right now.
Oh,
Okay. Alrighty.
Oh, what?
Be friends.
Okay. Won't you be my friend?
We have pies and desserts on the house. I'll be right out with this.
What did you say, Joe?
We have pies and desserts on the house for you guys.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, read that.
Very nice.
Wow.
I like this place.
We better come back.
Yeah, she knows somebody in my place is all right.
So tell me,
She got a new
Matt,
device.
Yes.
Wait a second, I'm going to leave, what,
Maddie
15
Chapin.
or 20?
We
We got some,
got
for some of it.
How much?
It's only like 70.
hold on.
7? Oh, I can give
Wait,
you more.
here's some
Some
more.
of
Wait a
mine.
minute. Let's give her some change.
What's
Yeah,
that?
give her-
That's
give
a
her some
20.
change.
If we leave at 20, I don't know how much it was, but if there's 10 of us, we all just
Right.
do $2. We should be all set, right?
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
All right, so Tony's got some money for you.
Okay.
So you just take whatever, you got 7 in your hand there.
Yeah.
Right, 9. Here's from Lou.
Wondering what I put in.
So that's
That's 10-11 for you.
yeah.
Here's from Glendora.
You don't have to pay Glendora. Okay, so that's close enough. I think I have 15.
I'm saying that.
Is that enough, honey? Okay, I would like to say prayer,
Okay.
and Joyce, and
No,
Tony,
20. Let's try another 20.
and Debbie. This prayer is about our stewardship of the earth, how God put us in charge of the earth to take care of it, okay? Naomi? I bet Naomi knows this, okay? This is my Father's word. Why should our hearts be sad? The Lord is King, let the heavens sing. Praise, let the earth be glad. He trusts us with His world to keep it clean and fair. The rocks, the trees, the skies, the seas, all creatures everywhere.
Very nice. Thank you, Glendora.
Why don't you just type your name in the search bar and then ask me for your friend?
Okay.
What, dear?
Would you like this one?
Oh, thank you. My goodness, that's generous. Oh, that's so big. Take these, honey?
Yeah,
I got all those.
thank you. And there's one more cream and the rest is all cherry pie.
Well,
Yes,
we'll
for
take the
sure.
cherry.
I think I did it wrong. Good. That's my stuff, my base.
Wow.
Thank you,
Chocolate
man.
mousse, yeah. Yummy. What do we have? Cherry,
Joanne,
apple,
this is for
what?
you.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Pleasure. Thank you so much.
You got it.
Now, I got a joke for you.
Oh, goody.
We love jokes.
What do we have? Cherry or? Oh, my goodness, look at that.
Another
Is that
container.
apple?
There is one apple.
Are you ready for the joke, folks?
Yes. No, that's fine, sure.
You want to stay and hear the joke, Joe?
Sure.
Terry says, I don't want to go to school today. The teachers don't like me, the kids don't like me, the superintendent doesn't like me, and even the custodians have got it in for me. And his mother says, you have to go to school today. You're not sick, you got a lot to learn, you got a lot to contribute, and besides, you're 40 years old and principal. Were you two talking during the joke?
Yeah, I
And
was.
you missed it.
No, I didn't. I could hear it. I was listening. About going to school.
Okay, Debbie, we're friends.
Oh, goody. Thank you so much for being my friend.
And if it gets too depressing, tell me.
The number of hours Glendora Vegetarian Club is 410 hours. And the number of dollars, and this includes the donations to all of these compassion over killing and mercy for animals and all the others you mentioned. Guess what the total amount is? Anybody? Anybody want to guess? No. Okay, $4,100.
Wow.
Now,
2, 3, 4.
what should we do next month, folks? What should we do?
Yeah.
Go to
Well,
Church of the
depends on
Covenant.
your place. It depends if you get a place. And we can do the things
Why don't we
then.
go to church?
What, you want to come to my house? Do you want to come to my house, Lou?
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Regardless of where we end up, I think that it would be a good idea if maybe we all, instead of, I think so far we've been doing very well with everybody bringing something, but I think that might be something we might want to think about so that this can continue and not become a burden, money-wise.
Do you all want to do a potluck next month at my house?
That's what I was trying to
Or
say.
you all want to do a potluck at the Church of the Covenant, the round church of the
I think
Covenant?
this is a good idea right here.
You like this idea? Ask me what do you
I
like.
like this is fun. Oh, I'm not even here.
You get a vote, but it's not going
You're
to
gonna come
count.
back and
Ask her, what do you like?
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
What do you like, Tony?
yeah, yeah.
I think,
A
so I
potluck?
don't not necessarily think if you get it at your place, because your place.
I like this idea. I don't have to. It's good. $5 for a big plate like that.
Oh, Joe, you're so wonderful.
Container.
Thanks. I know my mom.
Anyone else?
Okay, thanks.
Joe, I think you have 5 vegetarian things, don't you? Like a panini, a vegetarian panini,
I can get a menu.
and then there's a wrap, isn't there?
Yeah, there is like
What are
5
the other
different things.
things? What are the other 3?
There's wrap, panini, there's sandwiches, breakfast. There's like 5 different.
Yeah, there's like 5 different vegetarian
Yeah.
choices here.
Absolutely.
How'd you all like the hamburgers?
They're delicious. They really are. Do you know the company that makes it? Do you know?
I don't know.
We're trying to determine whether it had watercress in it or not. There's something white and chewy, crispy. Good. Whatever it was.
Yeah, I thought it was really good, really good.
Joyce, what do you think we should do? Potluck and where?
Outside in a pavilion and it's a nice time.
Get the good weather then first.
Debbie, what do you think we should do?
Speaking of which, what she
Yes,
said
Tony.
outside, but maybe we could do it later on, because one person I was in contact, when it gets nicer, we could do it at Red Robin Sanctuary. Because, you know, they say it's out in New Lebanon.
We know where it is, Joyce. It's the vegan B&B.
Yeah,
Oh, that woman?
yeah, it's a vegan B&B.
Invited us.
Yeah, she did.
Why don't we
She
just,
said that we can have our meeting now.
Told us that.
would she want to provide the food or could we bring food?
I think we would have to bring it, yeah.
No, I wouldn't expect her to just provide it, but
But buy it from her if that's her business.
certainly would support her business. That would be
Yeah,
an
that would.
excellent tool, you know,
I
we
don't
can
know, I
always
gotta
take
go
up a
on the
contribution.
this week because I want to volunteer at least like one day a month out there, so I can mention that to her.
See what she says about what a reasonable price would be.
Yes, and speaking of which too, October 31st at the same spot, they're doing a Halloween 5K run, but it's less than 5K. But it's also, they're also having a potluck dinner afterwards. So, yeah, so it's like if anybody's interested in doing that too, you can just go out and watch the race and, you know, partake in the
And that's
potluck.
Halloween night though, right?
No, during the day.
Oh, during the day.
During the day. I'll let you know on Facebook.
Okay.
Lou, dear Lou, what do you
Pray
think
me,
we
will
should
you?
do? What should we do, Lou?
I'm Tony.
Probably the church that he mentioned.
Lou favors the Church of the Covenant.
That's what I do too.
You're there. I would favor the Grace Church if it was available.
Where?
The Grace Church, if it was available. The other one sounds good.
Methodist Church.
Yeah, if it was available.
Joyce is going to find out for us.
Yeah.
Today,
I have a long hair, gray cat.
last week they did the pop-up.
Great cats.
Joyce is going to find out about the Methodist Church. Doug favors the Methodist Church.
Yeah, if it's available. Otherwise, the other one sounds
What
good.
about
name of my
coming back
cat
here?
is Toby.
Yeah, that's also good.
Tony, what about coming back here?
I'm constantly getting
I'm
up
fine
here.
with back here, but it's like if
The
we ever
shed's
had
hair
somebody
is crazy.
that wanted to
comb
talk
him,
to us,
it'll help.
really
Yeah, yeah, I do brush him
It's
every
good
day.
to break it up, break
Still
up the
shed.
routine by coming here because I like to.
Yeah.
These are vitamins.
All righty. I'm going to teach you a new word, everybody. Lou,
Yes.
the new word is abnegate
Abnegate. Wait, I know what that is.
and abjure and disavow and forego and forswear and relinquish, reject, and renounce. What are we going to renounce? All animal products.
Okay.
You don't want those little animals to suffer. Does anybody have anything else to add? My gender is done. If anybody else
I would
wants.
just say that I'm not, as much as I enjoyed tonight, I don't know if this is the appropriate place to be talking about the cruelty of animals while we're sitting in a restaurant, people eating.
Well, that's good. They should hear it.
Yeah, they might.
I know, I just don't know how that would play out.
You know where the boxes are? The dog biscuits?
Yes, they're right here.
Okay, I would like start with Lou, pass them around.
Yeah, I got one.
Here you go, Lou.
Oh, wait,
Egg
that one.
replacer. Have you seen that?
Yeah, that used to be my
The egg replacer that I use is flaxseed and warm water.
I did not have good luck with that.
No, it's got
Oh, that's it, Glendora, that's all we had.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, here is the list of prices.
It looks like you're friends with somebody I know. I asked her to know, discuss the whole.
Yeah, I tried it in a cake one time. I made my cake like.
Well, it coagulates pretty fast.
Terrible.
Yeah, it coagulates pretty fast.
Coagulate is what stops the bleeding.
That's true.
But yet the egg replacer, I don't think that's all that great.
I've never tried it.
Really? Have you tried it?
Yeah.
Have you?
I'm better off using flaxseed with warm water. The coagulation is great on that. More so than an egg replacer.
Did you pass it around, everybody?
Naomi.
Oh, is that your dog?
No, but isn't that the most adorable?
Yeah.
He's laying on a little, I'll make it smaller so you can see what it says.
Go to Joyce first.
Oh, it goes to Joyce first. Sorry, Joyce, you have to have that first.
Okay.
Just for you to look at first before you can.
Vegetarian dog biscuits.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have a dog. Greenhouse. They're greenhouse cats. We stay out in the greenhouse parts of the year.
I don't think my dogs are like that.
How many do you have?
I have 9 dogs right now.
Oh, 9.
9, yeah. Mostly little. I lost my 2 big dogs 2 months ago. My big chow, my lab, pit, Max.
Okay, Naomi, you got anything to address the assembly?
But I have small, I have a pom, I have 5, I have 4 Maltese Shih Tzus.
Stop that, you two.
What?
Do you walk them all?
Stop that. Naomi's giving you a speech. She's giving you a speech.
I didn't know that.
Naomi, start again, please.
I'll miss everyone. I'm going back to Maryland in a couple days, so I'll miss you all getting together. But hopefully I'll be back for a visit.
Yes, we want you to be back.
Yeah.
Is that where you used to live?
That's my primary residence. I've been up here for quite some time, for almost a year.
Helen, do you want to address the assembly? Can you hear her okay? Lou? Helen, you want to say anything? She enjoyed tonight. How many of us here? 1, 2, 3, 10.
10.
8, 9, 10, 10.
10.
I think it turned out spectacular.
Yeah.
Well, I think I wouldn't want any more than this, would you?
No, it's plenty.
I
mean, the
more,
more,
want more than 10, would you?
yeah.
Well, for here at the restaurant, anywhere else, it should have more room.
Oh, wait a second, who paid for your salad?
I don't know if it was included on the bill or what, I don't know.
So you're in big trouble.
Oh, I'll pay for it.
Do you have the bill? She gave you the bill.
Well, why don't I give you 5 for it?
Well, not me, honey. Give it to the waitress. Not me.
They did a good job.
Douglas, do you have anything to address the assembly?
Not really. I'm gonna miss Naomi. That's for sure. But we haven't gone off. I know she'll be coming back.
Tony, what 10 things do you want in life?
So do you want me to go?
I'm afraid to talk to you now. I just got slapped. I'm just
Yeah, I know. Just to be happy. It's 10.
happy and content.
World peace. Come on, you gotta have more than that.
Oh, yeah, happy. Yeah.
That covers a lot.
Dear Joyce, what do you want?
Peace, love, our fellow man, fulfillment. Find all our animals and our people.
Oh, no. Debbie?
Well, as an educator, I would love to see students of all ages learn the things that are out there. The information now is so vast, but you know, knowledge are not power, it's the application of knowledge that is power. So use what they're learning to benefit the world and make it a better place.
Yes. Now we're up to our dear Esther.
Of course, love, peace, harmony, friendship.
And our dear Naomi. What 10 things do you want?
10 things. Okay, love, faith, joy, peace, kindness from others, happiness, prosperity,
That's 8.
good health, close to my family,
10.
and close to you all.
11.
One extra.
Okay, dear Doug.
All right, well, I'm going to capitalize on the things that have been said so far, but I enjoy doing music programs and the old albums and the 45s, and I'm going to be giving some 78s. I can play them, and I like to play them for other people because I think they're going to enjoy it. Someday I want to get my book done, I'm going to get my antique car going.
Tell us about your book, honey.
Well, the book is about my traveling careers, my favorite transportation, and my favorite hobby.
Yes, the world wants that.
And it was reviewed once, but I don't hope that some year maybe I'll get it right.
And now let us all listen to Lou.
Yes,
Love, care, compassion, green living, climate change, sustainability. And I think like 3 or 4 more were already repeated. So I'm going to reiterate and probably say the same thing that was said before in like 4 or 5. And that's 10, right? that's 10.
Yeah, okay. And now, dear Madeline, what do you want? 10 things.
Well, pretty much what everybody said. I would also include that I strive to be a better person every day so that I can then be a better person for the people in my life and for the projects that I set for myself.
I think she's a pretty good person.
Thank you, Glendora. Thank you.
Great neighbor also.
Oh, great
Good
neighbor.
neighbors.
Yeah, she does help. So they get around together fine. Helen, what do you want, dear?
yeah, that's right.
I want everybody to realize their oneness with God, the universe, with animals and plants, with our great earth, and it's spinning around and doing all these wonderful things. And our Earth's perpetuity, the scientists say our Earth has been spinning around for 5 billion years. And I want people to realize that we're all together working to make things better and having a good time doing it. Amen. Okay.
Speaking of the earth,
What would you like to
did everybody get to see the books the other night?
It's too late for me.
What time is it out?
No, it started at 8:30. Around 8:30 it started. It was phenomenal. Best one I think I've ever seen. I did.
Well, in 1982.
Yeah, it was great.
reddish, wasn't it? Orange and reddish.
It was the blood moon, yes it was.
I saw it. Yeah.
Somebody posted something on Facebook, they took a time lapse in Texas, I think it was, it shows it from the beginning. I think it was 15 different time lapses going right through the entire eclipse across the sky. It's just, it's like when Haley's Comet went through, I sat out every single night for like a month. It was so, just to see something like that, it's just so, it's awesome.
That happened several years ago.
Oh yeah, that was 20 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was at least that. I remember.
Yeah, I remember that. I didn't know when.
Haley Bond, I think it was the Haley
I
Bond.
didn't know when.
Uh-oh, Doug's getting ready to rabbit, we can always tell.
Yeah.
He gets a little antsy, and then he gets up.
Oh, I got a music program.
So you were in bed, you didn't get to see it either?
No, I didn't. I think I went to bed at 4 p.m. that day.
I'm gonna send something to your Facebook page to show you some pictures, okay?
Thank you. Anybody want this coleslaw? Anybody would like?
I am so full.
I can take it to go.
Here, she's gonna take it to go.
Guys got it.
I gotta wrap this up. I'm pretty strict though.
Well, I thought this worked out. Anybody miss the Nassau Library?
What, they don't appreciate us there?
I'm not sure what the problem is.
No, they said that we didn't clean up, and we did. Yeah, they said we went out the back door, the cellar door, when they told us not to. They said we didn't take out the rubbish, and we didn't. And they said we didn't put the tables back.
But they told us we didn't have to.
So they could have said something nice about it. Couldn't they could have said something
That's
nice?
a hard
What could
place.
they could have said about us nice?
That's a hard
Good
place.
for the community of Nassau. And now we're looking like we're moving out of Nassau. What else could they have said about us that was nice?
We're nice folks. We try hard. And if they were clear on what they needed, we would probably be able to follow 90% of the directions.
But I don't want to go to a place that has rules. That's what she said. I want you to come in and I want you to go over the contract inside and I want you to go over the rules. And I didn't say anything. Are you there? I didn't say anything. She said, well, and then I said, I don't like what you're saying.
So come to the church, just try it. See what happens.
And then I think when she said again, will you come in? I said, I don't think I will.
I mean, you know, if you go to that one right next door to the library, that would be close to you guys. Ours is a Methodist church as well.
Oh, thank you. Methodist church, you mean?
Yeah.
Did you go to the interfaith last Thursday?
Oh, yeah, I did.
we
It was
did.
11 people.
Yeah.
And it was all about children being the stewardship of the earth. Children, they want to start children growing vegetables, growing a garden, and understand their stewardship of the earth. And that was brought up by Maxine. It was her idea. There were 11 of us there. And then they got into quite a dispute about GMO.
What could be the dispute exactly?
Well, Pierre said that Maxine didn't.
Well, what do they decide? What do they say?
Gosh, I don't know, honey. I just follow it.
Okay.
There are articles out on it, the pro and the con,
Have you
and
heard
that's
of
what
it?
people,
Genetically modified foods.
Well, my son told me that, you know, he goes to school and they taught him that GMOs are not good because it's not that we make this strand so that it is resistant to that bug. That's fine. The problem is then what happens now that that has been modified and how does it affect the millions of other chain reactions? And so because you can't know what it's going to do. I mean, think about, we all know about aspartame, right? I mean, it's a horrible poison that sweetens things that they now just put in everything. It originally was an ant poison. It was there to kill ants, but then some scientists said, hey, this is kind of sweet, let's throw it in food. And you know, the FDA, they let anything go in there. And my grandmother told me years and years ago, she said, Debbie, don't ever drink it because I read a study that said if you're going to get epileptic fits, it will bring them on sooner.
Really?
And my husband can taste it immediately in anything. If there's some aspartame in it, and it, you know, it's bad. And you know, people just keep ingesting all of these things that they don't realize. The pesticides are blowing from one side to the other. And you know, I feel like this is why people are getting all these weird diseases. and why they're all getting fatter, because their body is hanging on to all of these toxins and they're not detoxifying, so they don't want to let go of them and get near your internal organs. So they just keep pushing them out on the sides, and I think it's bad. I think everybody needs to be aware of that. And there is the information out there, but nobody listens. They just think, my mother, 77 years old, she's like, I've been doing it fine all these years. I'm like, I know, but now you know. You should try and lessen the effects.
What's the other one that begins with an S? Xyla.
Xylitol.
Yeah.
They're now putting that in peanut butter, and it's becoming more and more common, and it can be fatal to your dogs.
Really.
It can cause liver failure, so you have to check your peanut butter if you have dogs.
I can't understand why they put like oil and everything. I mean, peanuts have so much oil that it's just crushed peanuts. You know you have to stir it, right? Like Schmuckers used to be. But there's sugar in there, they put oil in there. I mean, Gary and I we go to the co-op, obviously, and you just get pure peanuts. But, like in England, it's impossible. So when we go there every summer, we bring our own container of peanut butter over.
They don't grow peanuts over there?
They just don't make any peanut butter that's not got something in it.
People like sweet peanut butter, that's why. I mean, I like peanuts where they taste, but it is pretty peanut.
Use some jelly. Some fruit out there.
Peanut butter and jelly, the worst two foods in the world.
I know.
Ugh.
That and sugar sandwich.
Oh, I know, it's a huge, I can never eat it. I don't know what it is about it. I can't even drink like a fruit juice while I'm eating peanut butter. I like them separate, but not together. Something about it. Ugh.
I think we better go because I can get tired.
Fruit juice.
We watch the Survivor.
Well, I'm just saying, the flavor of it together. I second that motion.
And then nuts.
Can I say a PS to the adjourning? Anybody with the stamina who wants to follow me to the Vernon Lake meeting?
Tonight?
Down the compression station.
Gosh, I can't. I
Then
haven't fed anybody.
by all means, follow me. Can we decide where it's going to be, Glendora, before we adjourn so that we know next month where we're going? We don't know yet.
I'll just call you.
Please tell Gary we all said hi.
I will.
We'll know by interfaces. Interfaces before yours. So we all know by the interface.
So Debbie, I will send you those posts. If they get too depressing for you, say so, and I'll stop. But the more people I can get to share them, the more chance these dogs have. Okay? It's become a big thing for me.
He's going to get back.
Okay. Sure. Back.
That's it.
Thank you, Glendora.
Thank you, Naomi.
Naomi, good luck on your endeavors and your travel home, and I hope everything works out for you. And I think we're going to lose yours.
Yeah, we're going to have our new church.
Oh, you don't want to put it in the box, she'll take it off.
Oh, everything was good. Anything that this young man can get us?
Yeah.
No, it was great.
I think we're all set.
Getting back to preparation.
Yes.
Some vegetables.
Oh, really? Where?
Yeah, I'll send it to you on Facebook.
Please do.
You're friends now, right?
Not yet.
No, not yet.
But I'll get it from you.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Lou would get up, I would.
Well, let me give you a hug because I'm going to
Okay,
head out.
Doug.
Right? Yeah.
The last several months of
Yeah.
church and
Yeah.
college especially.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a good trip, Naomi.
Take care.
Have a good trip.
Thank you. God bless you.
Next time you come for a visit.
I called the Social Security office just now, and it took 16 minutes of listening to terrible racket and announcements. And a nice man answered. And by the way, it's 7:15, 7:35 a.m. I thought it wouldn't take so long if you called that early. And one time it didn't, folks. A man answered right away. But I told him that on December the 3rd, 2014, my Social Security check was not in the mailbox.
And Social Security told me to wait a few days, and I did, and called them, and then they replaced the missing check. And that was what, how many months ago? December to October. That's 10 months. And yesterday I get a call from the post office that I have a certified letter and for me to come in and pick it up. Well, I went in to pick it up, and here is this check. Here is this check from Social Security. Indeed, it is marked December 3rd, 2014. Well, it comes to me, oh, and here's the Social Security envelope. And you see that it has been opened, and it has been cut into. Now, whoever opened this envelope saw the proper name and address, knew it wasn't his. Why did he open it? Or she, why did she open it? By mistake, just running through the mail? I don't think so. And here are all these postal stamps for September the 28th, 3-4 days ago, 2015. 4 of them across the back of the Social Security envelope. And here's a bunch of stamps across the front of it. Why did the post office do that? And here is the envelope that came to me, certified, $7, so I'll return the money to this address, NIS Manufacturing Incorporated, P.O. Box 599, Nassau, New York, 12123. Now, isn't this an interesting story? The Social Security man thought it was quite interesting, and apparently in all of his experience, he never quite came across such a story. This is the number you call for Social Security. And here is the phony compulsion that you have to do direct deposit. I will not do direct deposit. I did it once, and Chase Bank locked the money in there, and I never could get it out. The only way we finally got it out was to cancel my debit card and give me a new one, and that way I could get it out. So that was a bad experience, horrifying experience, and I am not going to do a direct deposit. Isn't that right, .com? What day is it? October the 2nd, 2015, Anno Domini, the year of our Lord. What does a report card teach a parent? You do not have to lift dumbbells. You do not have to lift weights to raise a dumbbell. You do not have to lift weights to raise a dumbbell. I'm screening a chat with Glendora. This is in 2012, in January, and it's a happiness talk based on Brother Lawrence, who said, I have schooled myself to live continuously in the presence of God. Did you hear the interesting story that you remember the Social Security check that was missing on December 4th, 2014?
Okay.
And the Social Security office entered me a new one. And then yesterday, I go to your post office, and here is the check. And it's in an envelope, this very check for December, and it's in an envelope with a return address, NIS Manufacturing Incorporated, P.O. Box 599, Nassau, New York, 12123. And isn't this interesting? And the check had been opened. And it was fine. And the usual announcement telling you to do direct deposit was in there. Now, isn't that interesting?
It's odd, very odd, yes.
NIS Manufacturing Incorporated, P.O. Box 599, Nassau, New York, 12123, and they paid $7 to get it to me certified. Return receipt
Letter you
requested.
got yesterday.
What's that?
That was the certified letter you got yesterday.
That was the certified letter, yes.
Okay, yeah, I remember seeing that. So, what was the P.O. Box number again?
599.
We do have that. We do have that here, P.O. Box 599.
Well, isn't that
That's very strange how they came upon the check.
Yes, I'd love to know. I'd love to know just out of curiosity. I mean, the matters. I called Social Security this morning. They just told me to send the check to Albany, and I will. But I would just like to know how it got there. Number one, why did it take 10 months?
Sure, that's the oddest thing about it.
Yeah, isn't it oddest when you heard in the Social?
Yeah, the only one who would know the answer to that question would be the person in that mailbox. That's just a business box. It's one of our larger boxes. We would have never put that in there unless it was stuck. I don't even no clue.
Yeah.
No clue whatsoever.
Yeah. And
very odd.
And Lori, back then in December, said that she thought she had delivered it to my mailbox, but she wasn't.
You remember that? Yeah.
Yeah, you do remember that, right? Yeah.
I do remember that because I remember the exact time that it kind of disappeared on us.
Yes, it did.
We've been holding them here since. I actually have one here today. It was here yesterday.
Yes. Would you be so kind as? Yes. Would you be so kind as to hold them for henceforth?
Yeah.
Last month it was put in my box by mistake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I'd like to have. I feel much secure about the security having it in your office.
Yeah, we've been doing that. So.
Now, when Heather called me about this on Thursday to come and pick it up, she knew that it was a check for $1,600 or $1,500. She knew that it had to be cashed within a few days, and she also. Oh, and I told her that I knew what the check was, that it was a Social Security check. So she must.
The one was in the certified?
Yeah. So she must have talked then to the person who has box 599.
That's possible. We'd have to ask her. She's
Because.
up in Old Chatham today, though.
Oh, okay.
That's very odd. Naomi, very curious.
Yeah, I'm very curious. What's the number in Old Chatham? I'll call her.
It's 794. 7176.
Oh, good. Thank you. I'll call her.
She should be there shortly.
Okay, I'll call her and see if she knows anything about it. The whole thing's a mystery. Now, I don't mean to criticize anybody. It's okay by me. I'm just curious.
I'm very curious too, but like you said, 10 months for the thing to come back to you. And this, I can tell you right now, that mailbox, I do not believe it was open 10 months ago, but I can certainly check that as well.
Oh, really? That's interesting too.
It may have been open then, but I'm not sure. It may have been opened within that time, but it's a fairly new box. You know, so maybe a year. Maybe. I'm going to check though, because I'm very curious now myself.
Yeah, NIS. The N might stand for Nassau.
I'm not even sure.
No.
Remember Nancy opened it, and I want to say that it was a company that moved from Albany or something. Maybe I'm not positive, but very interesting to say the least.
Yeah, very interesting. The Social Security man thought it was something interesting. He'd never heard of it either, and I bet you never heard of it, and all you were using the post office.
Not at all.
Yeah.
You still have the envelope where they mailed that from?
Oh, sure. And by the way,
Nassau, do you know?
What did you say?
Well, I'm wondering if it was mailed out of Nassau. I think we would not have sent it up to Albany or something like that. If they mailed it.
Sure. I'll show you that envelope. Yes, I'll show you that
We would
envelope.
have kept it in the office, and I sorted that out and scanned it in yesterday.
Oh, yeah. And the Social Security envelope has 1, 2, 3, 4 red, what do you call them when you do it, when you stamp it with that thing? What do you call that?
Around date.
Yeah, it has 4 of those on the front and 4 of them on the back.
Oh, I want to see this stuff. up
Yep.
in Glendora.
Sure, I'm coming in this afternoon.
Are you gonna be home today, or?
No, I'll be up there at the post office about 2:30.
Okay, I may be here.
Okay. I'm coming up with my friend Richard Mooney, and so I can show that all to you. You can take pictures of it and things.
Yeah, I would like to see that.
Yeah, it's quite a history.
Very curious now.
All right, Michael. What does a report card teach a parent?
What does a report card teach the parent?
Yeah.
No.
You don't have to lift weights to raise a dumbbell. With 5 kids, I guess you know that. Okay. Bye, dear.
Glendora.
Bye, dear.
Bye now.
Shadow Post Office, this is Heather.
I'm glad it's Heather. This is Glendora.
Hi.
And thank you very much for my Social Security check.
You are very welcome. How did you know I was down here?
I just told Michael the whole story. And I'll tell, yeah. And I just told it to Social Security also, and they thought that was just about the oddest thing they'd ever heard. Let me tell the story. Let me tell the story to you. On December the 3rd, 2014, my Social Security check was not in my mailbox. And so, but Lori sort of remembered putting it in the mailbox. And so I called Social Security, and they said wait a few days, and I did, and then they issued me a new check.
Yeah.
And 10 months have gone by, and now this check shows up. Isn't that interesting?
That is very interesting. Yes, I know. And the gentleman that brought it in to me was pretty amazed as well. He, and as soon as I looked at Nora's.
Yeah.
So did Ricky deliver it yesterday?
No, I went up and got it, dear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I went up and got it and signed for it, and Nancy was there.
Okay.
Well, who is that NIS Manufacturing?
I don't quite know. He has a P.O. box in the post office. Very nice guy, very nice gentleman. And he was very concerned. He wanted to know specifically that you got the check. That is why he sent it from Nassau to Nassau, certified. So, I don't know who he is, to be honest with you, but he's just a very nice guy. And like I said, he does have a P.O. box there.
Yeah, and he paid $7 for that, so I'm going to send him $7 to his address.
That is very nice of you. He'll be thrilled to know that you got it.
Well, yeah, and he knew, of course, that it was a Social Security check and that it had to be cashed within a certain amount of time.
Yes, he did.
Because the envelope was opened.
Yes, well, he didn't. I'm assuming it was opened in error. That happens a lot.
Oh, sure. You go through your mail. You're opening one after. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Exactly.
But I wonder when he received it, and I wonder where he received it.
He said he found it. It may have been in his mail. Who knows what happened? He ended up finding it in like a tub of recycling. I'm not really sure.
Isn't that funny?
It was in a very obscure place, so I'm sure that you could probably talk to him and he can tell you more specifically.
Sure. I'll write him and thank him, and I'll reimburse him.
Oh, good. Well, Glendora, thank you for filling me in on that. I appreciate it very much, and you have a great day.
Okay, and what does a report card teach a parent?
What?
You don't have to lift weights to raise a dumbbell.
On that note, thank you, Glendora.
Oh, well, Heather, thank you for my Social Security check. They told me to send it back to Albany, and I'll do that too.
Oh, good.
But Michael wants to see the envelopes and the pictures, so I'll take them up and let him see them all.
What pictures?
Well, I'll give him he can make a picture of all the envelopes.
Oh, good.
Yeah, because he'd like to see it because it's just curious. Okay, it's an amazing thing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Perfect. In the future will be perfect. This is good.
Well, I guess we've explored that all that we could. Now we'll just write to Nan.
Today is the evil thereof.
Mm-hmm. and send him the money and thank him. Okay. Write that down as a detail for today. $7 to NIS Manufacturing. Isn't that interesting? Still screening the shows of 2012, January. Happiness, about happiness. Brother Lawrence, Jesus Christ, and Buddha Gautama. Here is a picture, folks. Look at that. I guess God is making sure, God, universe, and all of us are making sure that this papaya reproduces itself. A few seeds, right? Just a few. These are veggie straws. And just a minute in the oven, toaster oven. Makes them crispy, and we'll be taking them to the St. Francis Feast. St. Francis Day tomorrow, October 3rd. September 30th. The Glendora Vegetarian Club. What did you do September 30th, the last Wednesday of the month? Glendora treated everybody to a vegetarian hamburger, bun, lettuce, tomato, French fries, coleslaw, and what? And what? And pickle? Glendora wants to tell you about compassion over killing. You left out a paragraph. Where? At the Schodack Diner, Route 9 and 20. What did you have to drink? We drank water only. Did you have dessert? No. Well, that's wrong. The house gave us dessert. They gave Glendora a piece of cake, and they gave the rest of the people cherry pie. Wasn't that nice? What did it cost? It cost $75. Why did you go there instead of the Nassau Free Library? Glendora we no longer feel appreciated there. Glendora wants to tell you about compassion over killing. This society was started 20 years ago by Erica Meyer. Actually, it was Paul Shapiro. They have done wonders exposing the brutality of farms and slaughterhouses with their undercover investigations. Further, they have convinced many businesses to offer vegan alternatives. Example, Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts. And another one would be Subway. Their undercover investigations of this atrocious treatment of our animals, friends, was reported 3 times on CNN. Compassion Over Killing estimates 9 billion animals are slaughtered, are brutalized per year. Oh. just because people do not think about what they are putting into their mouths. Thank you, advertiser.